As if we didn't have enough fun trends going around. For some reason, I think there's a trend where women are coming on here and telling the entire world who they won't date and singling out groups of men. And I just want to say that men for so long have been told now why they're not good enough, not tall enough, not fit enough, don't have enough money. All of the many, many things that women come up with to emasculate or degrade them, that I gotta tell you, they don't care. They don't care anymore, ladies. If you come on here and you're voicing your negativity, they feel like, hey, thanks for letting me know who you are.
People often talk about a male loneliness epidemic, but some believe that's not the full picture. Their view is that many women making these videos are projecting their own feelings onto men they aren't interested in, using the idea as a way to explain their own dating experiences.
Can I just say it's extremely frustrating that no one talks to each other on the street anymore. I just walked out of Whole Foods. There was a guy I was staring at while shopping, and he was staring at me. I was clearly interested in him, giving him all the signs, and he still didn't approach me. But I also didn't approach him, and what does that say about me? I guess I have to be that person in this modern day because men don't pursue women anymore. I just want to be pursued, and I guess I am part of the problem.
Many men say they no longer approach women because they feel only highly attractive men are welcomed. They also believe that average men who try to start conversations are often mocked online, making the risk feel greater than the potential reward.
Hey, so do we have a romance recession? So Valentine's Day 2026, the data is out. Valentine's Day celebrations hit a record low in Australia in 2026, 24% down. So the data shows less people are celebrating Valentine's Day. Fewer people are giving gifts on Valentine's Day. And then when they are giving gifts, they're spending less on those gifts. And data from Google Trends also shows that less people are searching for Valentine's Day gift ideas. So it appears that people care less. So just about the post, should we cancel Valentine's Day? It looks like many people have.
Some men now see Valentine's Day as more of a marketing event than a meaningful celebration. They believe love shouldn't be limited to one date on the calendar and that genuine care should be shown throughout the year instead of through gifts on a single day.
Don't cancel me, please. I'm just starting to get followers on this app. But as someone who really believes that women are worth their weight in gold, does anyone else feel like we're getting a little bit too money hungry, a little too this for that, a little too transactional? I was overhearing a girl having a conversation at the store, and she was like, yeah, this guy is nice or whatever. He wants to take me on a date so we can get to know each other, but I'm not going nowhere until he pays a bill. Why would he do that? I feel like there's a fine line that's being played with these days, and it goes from having standards and knowing your worth to kind of gross. Is it just me?
Some men feel that modern dating has become too focused on financial expectations. They say they're looking for an equal partner rather than someone who expects them to cover every expense, and they believe this shift has changed the dating experience.
What the does that mean? I don't get why I'm still single. I don't get it. I'm a catch. What is going on in my life where I don't have a man? Or are my standards too high? Do I box myself in a corner all the time? Nowadays, men today want to be chased. What happened to masculinity? What happened to chivalry? What happened to men courting women? What happened to that? Back in the day, dating was so much easier and it was fun. Today's dating is hell. You give a guy your number and all of a sudden you don't hear from them until 3 to 4 days later. What was the point of me giving you my number? If you're not going to text me, I don't get it. The talking doesn't go as far as the actual app. There are no, let me take you out to dinner. Let's go catch a movie. Let's go to a cafe and get to know each other. What's with all the endless text messages? What happened to men actually planning dates? What happened to it? I don't get it. How do you date?
According to this perspective, men accepted many of the social changes that came with feminism and adapted to them. As a result, they argue that the current challenges in dating are largely the result of those changes rather than men's actions.
Who knew that saying I would require a non-refundable deposit to take me on a date in 2026 would send so many broke men into a spiral? It's almost like they forget that I am paying for a babysitter, transportation, nails, hair, makeup, time, effort. Most of those things cost me money. And yes, I am now dating with intention. I am dating to marry, and I am going to marry a provider. And if that offends you in any way, you were never my target audience. It's like so funny to me that my content is actually rage bait for angry men, because I originally started posting for the girls and just to connect with like other single moms and women in general. But triggering men actually accidentally just became my favorite new hobby. So I'm going to keep doing that.
Some men believe it's unrealistic when women with significant dating history or children expect the same level of attention and commitment they associate with a fairy tale romance. They argue that men who are considered highly desirable often have many dating options, leaving those with very high expectations disappointed and more likely to attract partners they aren't interested in.
Okay, so how old are y'all?
I'm 22.
22?
I'm 19.
You're 19. So in the Gen Z culture, what is the relevant way of like the dating? Is it through apps? Is it through just meeting someone in person?
Like don't date. Yeah, that's just it.
Really?
Have a fuck buddy.
What?
Well, in some cases, yes, it's better to just live life and better yourself every day, and just don't date and don't accept no man. There's only two things in life that'll find you, and you never have to find it. That's death and love.
But you said don't date, but you already got a man, right?
Yeah, but he came to me. I didn't go looking.
Is it like a just a friendly benefit, or it's serious, huh?
Yeah. Serious.
But let me ask some people, y'all's generation, none of them are really into dating, huh?
No, they're just into fucking. Yep.
What?
Into fucking, but like you can't be fucking on nobody else, but they can.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
well, why?
Nobody.
Some men believe social media has shaped unrealistic attitudes toward dating. They argue that casual relationships have become too common, which is why they see more men looking for long-term partners outside the United States.
My husband doesn't buy me flowers anymore. My boyfriend isn't taking me on nice dates. I wish my man did half the things that your man did for you. If this is a conversation that you are having with friends, which I've had plenty of these conversations, people coming to me saying these things, then listen up. And know this conversation has nothing to do with how to get your man to do these things. I need you to do me a favor and draw a circle around yourself and work on everything inside of that circle. Is your man in that circle? No, just you. When was the last time that you did something nice for him? When was the last time you cooked him his favorite meal or baked him his favorite treats, wrote him a sweet little note, picked up something at the store that you thought that he would like? When was the last time that you inconvenienced yourself for him? Him buying you flowers, cooking you dinner, taking you on a nice date, those are all him inconveniencing himself for you. Have you even shown your gratitude to him? Have you ever been, said thank you or been appreciative of the things that he's done for you? The best piece of advice that I ever received was to outdo your spouse or significant other in love. It's easy for us women to think that we should constantly be pursued, but once you are in a partnership, it is a two-way street.
Many men say their approach to relationships has changed. Instead of putting in extra effort without getting the same in return, they now prefer to match the level of care, respect, and commitment they receive.
One thing that I've been noticing with guys when I go out is instead of them speaking to you directly, like if you're walking, let's say you're walking down the street, right? Y'all are on your way wherever y'all go, and you're walking this way, he's walking this way, he'll wait till you pass him, like right after you pass him to say, oh, she's gorgeous. Oh, the baddies is out tonight. Oh, I can't, but did you see who we just walked? Like, oh my goodness. And it's given like girly. I'm sorry. That's something that girls do. You are a man. Why are you waiting until I walk past you to say that you think I'm fine? Am I supposed to turn around and be like, hey, did you talking to me? You think I'm pretty? Me, I'm good. Like, you're a man. Be a man. Be bold. Stand on it. It's giving passive. It's giving scary. Like, are you scared to go after what you want? Because if that's the case, then you don't need to come after no woman. None at all. Not me. No woman at all. Go after, I don't know. Stay on Instagram, man. Keep it on the playground. Because it's like, for you to not say nothing until I walk past you, let me ignore you in your face. If I'm not going to talk to you, let me ignore you in your face. I'm going to ignore you behind your back too because I don't have no choice now. But like, who going to be the boys? Who going to be the boys? If you expect me to turn around and be like, oh, he said I'm fine. He said I'm fine. Hey, me, I'm fine, please. Who's going to be the boys?
Some men say that finding a woman attractive doesn't automatically mean they want to pursue a relationship. They believe it's possible to appreciate someone's appearance without wanting anything beyond that.
What is happening? Marriage in Australia is at an all-time low. Check out the trend the last 50 years. The only exception where in a year it did trend upward was directly post-COVID. So in COVID, we saw a drastic decline for obvious reasons. And then post-COVID, we saw an increase, but then it continued to trend down. The state with the highest rate of marriage is New South Wales, followed by Western Australia. And then the state with the lowest rate of marriage is Northern Territory. Now, whilst people aren't or opting to get married, it doesn't mean they're single, although the stats do show more people are living alone than in previous decades.
Some men say they've watched fathers, relatives, or friends struggle through difficult family court cases after divorce. Because of those experiences, they choose to avoid marriage or serious commitment. They argue that fairer family court outcomes and stronger consequences for knowingly false accusations would encourage more men to take that step.
Instead of there being a male loneliness epidemic, there should be a male sexless epidemic. And maybe there is, I just don't know. Because when I was growing up in the 99s and 2000s, as a girl who liked to shake her ass, what I see now is appalling. It's what I've noticed about the men. We're the men's Adam's apples. Back in the day, we used to have real big Adam's apples. I didn't even get started on these men's penis size, because back in the day, they was swinging. Now, another thing I've noticed is men have very deep voices, baritone, vibrating, just making you shiver voices. Now, everybody's voice is so high. Another thing is, have you noticed that these men can't grow beards? And if they do have facial hair, it's really spotty. Back in the day, men used to grow all kinds of facial hair and just muscles and just beautiful bodies. Now, Another thing I've noticed too is that back in the day, men used to dress to impress. And men would take such pride in their appearance. And not only did they look good, they smelled good. Like you would hone in on a man by the way he smelled. These men nowadays, with their pants hanging off their ass, think a shoe game is having multiple pairs of tennis shoes, and they smell like weed. Another thing, let's talk about men staring at you at the club. They didn't do that back in the day. If a man did not dance, he was interested in you, he would at least ask you to dance a little bit, do his little two-step, hold your waist, y'all have a little conversation, y'all cackling. But now these men stare at you and they give stalker vibes. Let's talk about section behavior. You see a man in his section now, just full of men standing on the couches like they're the new baddies, standing all on the tables, on the stages, like it's so fucking weird. Women do that. And my biggest pet peeve is men used to have wallets and money clips. Now these motherfuckers got man purses. What in the... Listen, y'all new men will drive woman's coochie up in a heartbeat. And instead of there being a male loneliness epidemic, y'all need a sexless epidemic.
Some men feel modern beauty trends, such as widespread tattoos and facial piercings, have replaced the more traditional feminine style they personally prefer.
The men these days are being bred a little bit different. I think they're not as willing to be rejected or take a risk. And so I think that shows up when you're out and about. Like men aren't really approaching as much as they used to. And I think they're more content kind of staying behind the phone, liking you on an app. I even get liking my Instagram pictures a lot or liking my story. That's not considered making a move. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to see you liking my pictures and DM you being
ooh.
Hi. Yeah. I'm at minimum.
They're
you can
dating you to
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's not my job.
Some men question why they feel they're blamed for every dating problem. They argue that relationship issues are often more complex and believe both men and women should accept responsibility for their part instead of placing all the blame on one side.
And you gotta play hard to get because men love the chase. They actually don't anymore, okay? They are not fucking with the chase anymore, let me tell you. Ladies, it has changed, okay? And look, I'm not actually unhappy about all of it. It's been ingrained in us as young women that not to be too easy, right? And that men love the chase and that they're only going to want you if you don't want them. And you got to play hard to get it, right? And I've always thought it was bullshit, honestly. I don't want to. That takes too much work, But now it's gone too far the other way, where they want us to literally do all the work instead. It is unfortunate that both men and women are getting fed horrible advice, horrible information from both sides that's really honestly pitting us against each other. Let's just literally treat both men and women the same, like how we want to be treated, equally, and I think we'll be good, right?
Some men say pursuing relationships used to feel worthwhile because there seemed to be a genuine chance of success. Today, they feel the experience is more likely to end in rejection or embarrassment, making many decide it isn't worth the effort.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but as a dating coach and matchmaker who's worked with over 6,000 men, I'm here to report that many of the traits that go along with being a nice guy do in fact hinder you in the dating market.
So let's dig into that a little deeper, because is it that, first of all, what makes a nice guy? What are those traits that you're talking about that hinder you? And then also, is it in the long run that nice guys do better? So maybe you're just talking about the dating scene versus the actual sealing the deal marriage situation.
Yeah. So I want to be clear. Women find kindness and empathy attractive, but oftentimes the qualities that also make a man attractive early on dating are at tension with that. So being confident, not being worried about what other people think, going after what you want are all very attractive when it comes to dating. And so if you are overly agreeable and scared of what other people think, that's going to hold you back. The classic example is the guy who's scared to rock the boat at work and go after that raise is going to be a lot less attractive to a woman than a guy who does go after that.
So before everybody goes out to get a neck tattoo and start dealing drugs, is it possible that most people, when you think of nice guys, they confuse nice guys with tryhards, and that maybe what girls really don't like are tryhards?
Absolutely. And if you are overly nice and you are afraid of what other people think, that often will hold you back from approaching a woman in person, for example. Because inherently, if you are approaching strangers, you're going to hear rejection. You're going to get people who aren't nice to you back. And so if you're scared of that tension and you're scared of that adversity, then you're going to be less likely to approach. And that is also something that women find unattractive.